Alright, everybody. I had no idea this series was going to be going for this long. I'm just going to be honest with you. Chrysanthemum Tea, I'm saving my review for the end. It drags, I will say it drags in certain places. There are several scenes that just weren't necessary. But I'm really interested now in seeing just how this all ends, because there are a couple of different threads that could be interesting overall, and if it doesn't end on those threads, and with those threads all tied up and together, man, it's going to be one hell of a rant at the end of this thing. But JP3rd, as usual. Let's see how far we get in this one. This is where we left off, so we are trying to be nice to her here, so we'll just sit down next to her. Chrys didn't seem like she was talking to me anymore. It was more like she was having a personal reflection. I slowly sat down, but I wasn't sure why I did it so quietly and carefully. I didn't have to talk to her to occupy myself. Watching her thinking was somehow enough for me. There was something calm and tranquil about this environment, which I never noticed before. Come to think of it, I'd never come to this field before, nor did I notice these flowers. But Chrys was right. It was hard to find flowers in a busy city like this. All I did was sit down and look at the flowers, then look back at her. Theo? Yes? Do you see anything in these flowers at all? Not really. I guess it does add color to this green field. Hold on, let me... Okay, so there are idealistic camera flashes, but no flowers. I just want to be sure. It does add color to this green field, even if there aren't a lot of flowers. I see. I don't blame you for thinking so. No normal person will sit down and stare at a bunch of flowers like me. This feels different. It's nice to be doing something like this once in a while. I mean, how many opportunities will I get to actually sit down and think about grass and flowers? Theo? I just plucked this chrysanthemum. It'll die soon. If there was any way you can make it last longer, would you do so? This feels like the choice the entire game hinges on. So, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go over to the menu screen here, save it. As you can see, I'm just playing this thing in more or less one shot. I'm not saving anything, because that's how I roll. I sound like a complete idiot. And let's just go with... Wow, I didn't expect this to be this hard. Because I have a feeling the way it's going to go. I have a feeling that it all kind of ties together. But you know what? I'm going to go with yes for now, just out of curiosity. And something tells me we'll be back at the no option at some point, just to show the different endings. Of course, it might be my only opportunity left. I might not have that chance again, would I? Yeah. I thought you would pick the more pessimistic answer. I would have thought so too, but this isn't the first time I've ever stared at flowers for this long. If there's ever any way for them to live for a bit longer, I would do anything for that. I see. That's an interesting answer. Chrys changed her focus from the chrysanthemum in her hand to the flower bed, especially to the only rose in it. Okay, that's the end of today's personality quiz. Let's go home now. Really? Are you sure you're done? Yeah. What about the flower? Why don't you keep it? You said you'd like to keep it alive if you could. I don't know. It's okay if you don't want it. I'll take it with me. Let's go back to the shop. It's going to get dark soon. I'll also have to go to the bar. Come, let's go. Thanks for coming along with me, Theo. Even if it was just a normal routine, it was much more fun with you. I guess the events today were different. You have to lighten up a bit more. I don't like talking to Mr. Stoneface all the time. We'll see about that. Theo, aren't you going to work now? Yeah. Finally, now you can owe me that drink. Are you still on to that? I told you that I'd never forgive you for what you did that day. We're friends now, right? Can't you let it go? You know what? Forget about the cocktail. I never liked those things. If you never liked it, why are you always pestering me for it? It's a basic principle. You deprive me of getting something, so you have to atone for your actions. That's just stupid. Anyway, since we're friends now, you should get me something else. Oh no, maybe the cartel would have been a better idea. Too late. What do you want? Maybe it isn't too unreasonable. Ju Hu Cha? That's Chinese. I'm sure. That's not just the game breaking on me, so hold on, let's see where it goes. Huh? Chrysanthemum Tea. Auntie Ming calls it Ju Hu Cha. Okay. I just want one packet of chrysanthemum tea. You can buy it from any convenience store, you know. Where do I get it anyway? I never even knew about the existence of this drink. I'll see what I can do, but that doesn't mean will definitely get the drink for you. Having outstanding debts is a bad virtue. Great, now I have a philosopher trying to point out my defects. Just try. You have to do your friends a favor. We'll see. Good enough. You can go to work now. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Wonder what antics she has planned for tomorrow. I didn't think it mattered either way because I was glad to have a friend like her. Damn it, it's so late. Why did I work in overtime? I was planning to plop onto my bed, or yeah, we'll just go with that. I was planning to plop on bed as soon as I got home, but my eye caught sight of my handphone lying on the table. I remember how I was supposed to call my parents and thought for a moment. I knew I couldn't postpone this. This petty quarreling would have to end today. It's like 2 or 3 a.m. They're asleep. Wait, she's asleep. I dialed the number with a sort of excitement I'd never felt before. I waited eagerly for somebody to pick up. It was at that glorious moment that my hesitancy and worry started to sink in. I finally had to talk to my parents about this. What have I done? Hello? Hi, Mom. Are you okay? Yeah, I couldn't be better. Please, you don't have to be sarcastic. I'm upset too. Really? Since when did the person who said he could deal with life himself suddenly pop up remembering us? You don't have to keep bringing up what I said before. I said it in anger. Obviously, I wouldn't have forgotten you completely. I wouldn't have told you how to contact me if I wanted to stay away from you. A part of me already knew that I couldn't let go of you for the rest of my life. Wait, Mom, are you still there? You haven't said anything for a while. Theo, did something happen? You sound different. I guess I've changed a bit these past few days. You're saying that you missed us? Don't say you haven't. Mom, I'm sorry about everything that I've done to you then. Some of those incidents may have been your fault or some could have been mine, but I feel sorry for how I handled it. It's just that when I felt like I couldn't rely on you, I turned to my education instead. I didn't think you would help me anymore, so I wanted to work for myself. Now I know that was stupid. I do admit that I've done some mistakes in the past too. Heh, that's a start. Theo, don't take advantage of me just because I admit I'm wrong. I can't believe I let small arguments and misunderstandings separate us. It's a bit stupid that we've been like this for so long, so I decided to amend my half of this mess. Hello, Mom? I don't know what to say. I would have never expected. Maybe we should talk to each other in person. It's been really long since I've last seen you. At Dad's funeral, probably? By the way, it's tomorrow. Wait, what? How could you not inform your only son? From our previous conversation, I assume you didn't want to come. You jump to conclusions too quickly. Sometimes you have to pause and think about your actions for a moment. Great. My own son is using my words against me. This is just a position I have to be in. I'm definitely coming. I have some unfinished business with Dad. Good luck with that. He'd be glad you showed up. I guess I'll see you there? Sure. I laughed and hung up. I never knew our problems could be resolved this simply. Well, at least my mom seemed to warm up a bit. Hopefully we could be more friendly with each other again. It's hard to remember the last time I heard my mom this happy before. I've been so oblivious to how she thought of as well. I'm sure that's correct. I have to thank Chrys and Rena. I wouldn't have gotten anywhere without them. Heh, who knew that a childish girl like her could have helped me come this far? More importantly, it's time I get my life back together again. Theodore, I didn't know you skipped school. You definitely joined the dark side. I totally called for it. What can I say, Rena? It hasn't been a very pleasant journey to the other side. Where did you go? I went to my dad's funeral. What? It was today? How did things go there? Everything went swimmingly. Well, nobody was screaming and flipping tables or anything. Mom and I were able to have a proper conversation after such a long time. Are you serious? Nothing went wrong? No, it was the person that we only made up after my father is gone, but hopefully things will take a better turn from here. Congrats, Theo. I can't believe you finally did it. We should throw a party to celebrate your victory. Whoa, my dad just died. That's so inappropriate. Oh yeah, we're definitely having a celebration next week. What shall we do? I'm not spending any money on this. Any celebration you want will cost me thousands. Having friends costs money too, you know. I'm not spending too much money on this, or I'll be broke for the rest of the month. Did somebody say party? Wait. Has she been listening to the entire conversation? Ooh, look, it's Theo's friend from the other day. Oh, well, what are you waiting for, Theo? Introduce me to your friend. Yeah, I know where this is going. Hi, Chris. This is my friend Karina. Karina? Ooh. I thought she was Rena. I just call her that to annoy her. She's used to it anyway. She's your friend? Rena, you remember Chris, right? Reese glowered at me while I raised my eyebrow to signal her to act normal. Hi, Chris, but why are you still wearing that hood? I just ran here when I saw you standing out here. I'll have to go to Meng's shop soon. But it's nice to meet you too, Karina. I hope we get along. Yeah, sure. Rena flimsily shook Chris's hand before quickly withdrawing her own. Oh, well. Were you eavesdropping on our conversation? Sorry, I couldn't help it. You know, Chris, eavesdropping is really rude. Don't go all philosophical on me. So, when's the party? I don't know. I might not even be planning to throw a party. A certain someone just happened to suggest it. Yeah, I don't do parties either. Why were you so excited? Why were you excited when you heard us mentioning a celebration? I don't know. I was just wondering what the special occasion was. Nothing too special, really. My friend over here just wants to celebrate every rare event with an exotic party. Whatever the news was, I hope everything turns out well for you. Oh, I just remembered. Before you start pestering me again, I went through a lot of trouble to get some chrysanthemum tea. What? Really? That's so sweet. I handed Chris over the cold yellow packet. Chris eagerly snatched it and squealed in delight. Thanks, Theo. Thank you so much. Chris did a little twirl on the spot, which even amused Rena. You must be really happy today. You finally owe me what I wanted. Oh, it's a long story. Theo, didn't you say you were busy? Oh yeah, I gotta catch up with that lesson I missed. Are you coming, Rena? No, I have somewhere else to go. Oh, really? Okay, bye, Chris. Bye, Rena. Bye, Theo. At least I cleared that annoying debt. Chris shouldn't bother me about it anymore. Who knows, a celebration in a few weeks doesn't sound too bad. I wonder whether Chris knew about how she indirectly helped me. I should tell her sometime soon. Except you never will. Huh? Who was that? What the? Okay. Left turn, didn't even... What the hell? You don't have a lot of time left. What are you doing out here? I turned towards the fortress shop and found the source of the voice. It was an older, cloaked lady. What are you doing there? Here. What are you doing here, Theodore? How do you know my name? You never met me. I'm the holder of all fortunes, Theodore. I know what you know, what you wish to know, and there's the phone. Clocking it here, then. And we will come back, and maybe we'll finally get an explanation on what the hell is going on. Like the videos, support this series. We are ending this next time around. See you guys next time.